wanna feel the buzz.
Hey guys, what's cool? Welcome back to the channel and another car axe video. Today's car axe video is going to be a bit different, not going to be a tuning video. I actually got requested in stream the other day by one of my viewers to actually do a recap of my last season for VDS, because a few of you guys have been like asking me questions about VDS, you know, different things like that. So I'm gonna try my best to answer as many of the questions as I can. I actually have a few of them written down on my phone right here. I'm gonna try and answer as many of those questions as I can for you guys, as well as give my personal experience from last season doing VDS. Now my last season, to start off and be completely honest with you, be completely transparent here, I am not one of the best drivers. I am actually pretty new to, in terms of VDS, I'm pretty new to it, not new to competition driving in a general sense. I've done competition driving before, you know, won my first year event at different games and stuff like that, and you know, content creator matchups, different things like that for the content creators. But in terms of like on that professional level with some of the cars that game, not even just cars, some of the game's best drivers, I have a lot to learn. So I will tell you all that right now. My VDS season this season was I can't even say subpar. It was honestly below subpar. I only made it to like 2 events. No, actually, no, correction. I only made it to 2 events because all the other events I was either busy for or missed, and I only managed to do quali. And it's kind of reasons I'll explain those to you guys as well in this video, why I didn't do too hot to make it into top 32 and what I intend to work on, and you know, just different things coming down the line. But before we hop into the video, you know, I want to give a huge shout out to Vest, Techno, and all the guys behind the scenes that do VDS. You know, it's a very fun competition. I honestly enjoy it. Like, it's pretty much been one of the highlights of me coming back into doing competition and stuff like that. The fact that I was able to do VDS after coming into the game off of PlayStation only and always wanted to do VDS, to be able to do it and actually do some of the events, you know, huge shout out to West and those guys for running such an amazing competition, as well as all the others out there that run competitions. I know due to streamers and content creators that I'm going to refrain from naming, even though a lot of us are going to know who they are, that have been bashing competitions and people that run competitions left, right, and center. Huge shout out to all you guys that run competitions, VDS, PSO, you know, VPC, CDS. Huge shout out to everyone that runs a competition in this game. You know, you guys are amazing. You guys allow the competitive side of the community to have somewhere that they can go and have fun. And you know, from the bottom of my heart, I honestly just thank you guys. Personally, I do prefer more competition drifting than that slow tandem style drifting stuff like that. I am a competitor at heart. I always want to learn, push myself further, but at times I still gotta be careful because I am a content creator. I don't want to push myself too hard or become too fast, and you guys, you know, that play with me can't keep up when I'm streaming. But nonetheless, we're gonna hop straight into this, and pretty much we're gonna start off with my first event. You know, to speak about my first event, I was asked about that. So to start off, my first event that I did this season for VDS was Atlanta. I actually am going to show you a clip that I got from the VDS stream. My first, you know, like I said, event was Atlanta. I was a nervous wreck. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was a genuine nervous wreck. Like, I was, you know, first event, you know, I'm not streaming myself. Yes, I'm a content creator, but I'm not streaming myself. Whatever happens is out of my control in a sense. You know, I'm now being streamed to many of other people, and my nerves are just all over the place now. For those that know me, they know I love using the Mustang as my competition car. It's the reason we're sitting in the S15, because the S15 was actually the car that we used. So the Mustang, unfortunately, wasn't per se dialed for VDS. It wasn't an aggressive style tune just yet, so I had to pretty much sit that run out for the Mustang, because it was like, okay, do I go in with a car that I know if I make it into top 32, which was a very slim chance that I might be able to do semi good, or do I go in with the Mustang, which might be good in quali, but then it's gonna suck in top 32. You know, went with the smart decision and brought out Mass 15 here, which you guys see, it's actually been refreshed a little bit since Road Atlanta. Honestly, it was a fun run. Ran in, and you know what, how about we just let the video speak for itself. Give me a quick second. I actually have mostly all the videos right here. I'm gonna grab the video. I'm gonna just let the video speak for itself, and I will go in and just commentate on certain things that went wrong and things that I could have cleaned up and stuff like that.
Posting a lot of content in the VDS
pause
Discord.
it real
That's
quick.
the only way I get to know drivers.
Even
and
though,
I
like,
do have
there we go, my computer froze on me, don't know what happened there. And as we're gonna move this over here, so you guys can pretty much see how it went for me. This is my first run, my only schooled run from Reds Atlanta, to be completely transparent. I'm gonna let the run speak for itself, and I will like put my 2 cents in here and there afterwards. But this was my only schooled run. My second run after this was 0. One of the reasons I didn't bother recording it. Meanwhile, I probably should for learning purposes. I probably should have recorded it and seen where I could have done better and different things like that. But I'm gonna shut up. Without further ado, we're gonna but we're gonna let you guys watch this. All right?
A lot of content in the VDS Discord. That's the only way I get to know drivers. And I do have to say, there we go. Big angle, dropping a tire on the initiation, but looking very good overall. Big angle up the hill. Coming through top of the hill, looking great. This is a very solid track, looking very confident. A tire drop I caught on that inside clip. This is an aggressive, for run number 1 of your first VDS, this is an aggressive run. I think
Alright, now pretty much as you guys saw, it wasn't the cleanest of runs. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it wasn't the cleanest of runs. Probably could have been a bit cleaner, but like I said, I was a nervous wreck going down the hill. I was just trying to make sure I didn't full send it and wash out the track. That would have been even more so embarrassing in my opinion than make it any simple mistakes. But to pretty much run you guys through this, what was going on in my head, I will mute the commentary real quick while I do this. We'll turn the commentary down and stuff, so I can just pretty much just walk you guys through what happened. So pretty much simple, off the line. Like I said, you could kind of see on my narrow track, my hands were shaking reason why I did that word start. And right about her, I threw it. I kind of sensed more or less right about her. I knew I was gonna drop a tire. I was looking at my line for my POV. I could tell I was gonna drop a tire. So it's like, you know what? After this, we just gotta go big or go home. I've already made one mistake. Let's try not to make too many more. And as you see right about there, you know, dropped the tire. Managed to get that inside, transition back, went up the hill. Now I remember in the briefing that they were saying, okay, yes, you can use the rumble strips, you know, just don't exceed the rumble strips. So I pretty much used that to my advantage a bit here, where I was like, okay, I know I can run the rumble strips, so let's use that to my advantage and not necessarily run the zone, because I don't know why when I drift this track, I have a hard time just hitting the zone. I tended to straighten out my car a crap ton, and I didn't want to do that for this. So I, you know, took advantage of what they told us. I used the rumble strips and then threw it into this outside right here. Now, from my tire marks, it doesn't look like I dropped a tire. I personally felt I did drop a tire, but maybe I didn't. I personally honestly felt like I did drop a tire, so that kind of like killed my confidence a bit more, shook up my nerves. So I'm like, okay, well, I've dropped tires in basically 2 of these ends so far, you know, compromised my line a bit, came in shallow her, as you can see right about her, dropping a tire again. Pretty much I knew I wasn't gonna do too well. I just wanted to get as much experience as I could after this. I pretty much like during the run, I'm like saying to myself, wow, this is a wash. This ain't gonna do too good. But hey, managed to get that score. And it was keeping it going. I did drop a tire here. Now, right about there, as you can tell, I'll bring it back just a slight little bit. You could kind of see the motion of the car get upset. Like, it went from smoothly drifting and it kind of did a little jerk. My nerves were so out of it at that point. I low-key almost stalled my own car. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I straight almost stalled my own car. That's why the car, and I'm surprised, like, I think the judges may have called onto it. I don't know if they did, but like, I damn near stole my own car. That's why the car did that little, you know, loss of angle, because I had to, like, I was just, and I heard it start to down. I had to like clutch kick in real quick to get the revs back up and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, I honestly thought I was screwed. I thought it was going to be like a low 6s run. I believe it actually might have been maybe low 7s, high 6s, I believe. I have to go back and actually check the score. I don't believe the stream stuff. I said I didn't record it when I recorded this video in particular, but had a little bit of upset, and then just was like, you know what, we're just gonna do the rest of the run. Managed to end off the run pretty smooth, and that was that. Now my second run, which I didn't record, I'm gonna be honest, I threw it away. I straight threw it away, guys. I'm not even going cap to you, like I said, being completely transparent, because that's what, you know, I find is most beneficial. I threw it away. I went in way too hard, took too many risks, and dropped pretty much 2 tires at one point, and one time another point, which zeroed out my run. And that was just game over for Red Atlanta. So, You know, sadly it didn't make it into top 32, but it was a bit of a learning experience for me. I learned that I can act, if I push myself, I'm confident in the car, I should be fine. And after that, it was pretty much back to the drawing books for me to say, okay, the Mustang has always been my competition car. For anyone that's known me since my Instagram days, for those that have followed me from Instagram, from my original, you know, YouTube channel and stuff like that, before I got on my main Twitch and my main YouTube channel that I have now, yo know me, yo know I've always run a Mustang. I'm used to the way Mustangs handle, where to put the cars and stuff like that, because even though certain games, the cars are built differently, like in cars, the Mustang's built a bit wider than it probably would be to a certain extent. I'm just used to the way those cars feel. So next run, I got on top of it. We actually managed to get the Mustang sorted. I don't believe I have the, we might get lucky. I know I have it, but I don't believe it's on the car right now to say this is the livery we ran during last season. I think it's my yellow livery. Yeah, it's my yellow livery. I'll throw the livery on from last season so you guys can see that. But yeah, the next run I believe was Irwindale, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna practice, you know, I'm gonna put the time in and try and just get as much comfortable, as much seat time in the car as I can. Pretty much trying to battle myself, potentially make top 32, and that's always my thing. It wasn't really to necessarily win any of the events and stuff like that. Like, yes, I want to win, trust and believe me, I would love to win a VDS event. That would be such a great feeling to me. No one goes in to lose, but I knew I was at such a disadvantage one starting the season so late, because I was having so much chaos in my personal life and stuff just prior to Atlanta. I only ended up starting during Atlanta. So this delivery we pretty much ran for Irwindale. As you can see, the rims and stuff's been changed. Of course, some of these have been tweaked, new update. You know, the car's been overhauled since Irwindale, thanks to Koro. Huge shout out to Koro. A link to his Twitch would actually be in the description of this video. I'm gonna try and do that for a lot of these that have helped and you know, just amaze people in the community. I'm gonna try and link all the stuff in the description below this video, so please do go check them out. But yeah, Kuro was a huge help. He actually helped me tweak the Mustang, set it up, but sadly this was post Irwindale, and the Irwindale, I mean, I'm not really gonna call it a mishap. I honestly can't call it a mishap. I was proud of myself from Irwindale. You know, I was genuinely proud of myself. We made mistakes. Mistakes were always gonna be made, but I'm proud of myself because I improved, in my opinion, and that's all it is. I just want to improve a little bit at a time, get my nerves under control, and then hopefully next season, you know, I can go in and we can just come in and swing in and stuff like that, and maybe, just maybe, first round, make it into top 32. I'm not betting money on it just yet, though. Also, got a sneak peek for you guys at the end of the video, so you might want to stick to the end of the video if you're still with her. Oh, look at that crow popping up on thing right as I was talking about him. But yeah, right now the Mustang's running a Kino gearbox, running a 4-gear dog box, the same thing that the RTRs use in real life, running that in there right now. Pretty much low end power. Gears are somewhat structured the same as the RTRs to only run 4 gears, stuff like that. I love the way the car feels now. Kinda wish I would have had it for Irwindale because this car rips now. But to get to the Irwindale mishap, what do we say about the Irwindale mishap? Let's just let the video speak for itself. Let me bring the videos up. I'll just let the videos speak for themselves. Irwindale was a good event and a bad event for me. That's all I can say. So we're gonna bring it up, and we're just gonna let it run.
Devil's second score was a 76. The first one was a 73. Had an issue with my overlay. And here we go. Looking good. Got the 441 number on his head. Let's go. Big angle. Looking good. Tucking it right up into the wall. Mans is looking aggressive. Getting through that first outside zone. A few corrections, but looking really fast. Really committed. Great angle. Again, tucking it right up onto the wall. Tapping it. When we told the drivers, if there's a wall, we want you to run it, I think he took that to heart. As here we go. Getting through that last outside zone. Are we about to see a new top?
Okay, I don't know why the sound keeps going. That's just kind of strange that the sound keeps going, but hey, we're gonna work with it anyways. But yeah, so pretty much walk you guys through this run. As they said in it, because I laughed when I heard the playback when it was like, he took it to her. Yeah, I did. When I told us put it on the wall, that was my only mindset, and that usually is my only mindset when I drift. Put your back bumper on the wall. If you got outside zone, run the wall. And this pretty much was my mindset going into this. So pretty much to walk you guys through what happened. You know, pulled up to now. I was a bit calmer in this run. I was gonna say less confident for a split second. I was much more confident going into this after doing Atlanta. A lot calmer, since the Mustang's always been one of the cars I run, and we pretty much just like sent it as best as we could. You know, initiated, had a couple taps of the wall, wobbled around a bit. Like as you can see, my car's kind of like wobbling through an angle, taking an angle out to reach the zones. On the bank, kind of could have cleaned that up. I felt like that would have helped if I cleaned that up a bit. You know, came off the bank, hit that inside, and just threw it to the wall with her. Now, I was shocked that I did not screw up this first run. I was utterly shocked. Like, my heart was beating when I threw it in the wall, because I took a risk, and pretty much it comes down to just drifting with some of these amazing drivers. You know, I just knew I had to take a risk. I know that I am the underdog in this situation. I am less likely to make it into top 32 than some of these other ones. So I was like, you know what, we just gonna have to take the risk here. It's a car I'm comfortable with. I trust the tune. I trust what the car can do. You know, throw it into the initiation and just throw it to the wall. And I managed to somehow stick it and not really scrape. You know, took a little bit of speed out, hit that inside, swung it back, and just threw it to the next wall, and just managed to hold it there. I don't know how I didn't manage to clip any of those walls. That will probably go down as one of my more better runs for VDS from last season than anything. But hey, it was worth it at the end of the day. I honestly enjoyed that run. But, you know, there's always an upside and a downside to everything, and I'm going to show you guys the downside now. So this is the downside. This is my second run. I'll show you my second run before I put up the side by side. This is my second run from that same event, right after my first run. I knew I could battle my run, and I just screwed it up. I'm gonna be so honest. I just screwed it up. So just go and watch it. Just go and watch it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all he's got to do, and we'll be doing great. Les Wavering, let's go.
Let's see what he does here in that RTR Mustang. Shifting into third gear, initiating. Nice aggressive initiation as he paints that bumper pretty much onto the wall. Very deep into it, even scraping the wall into that touch and go very deep into it. Nice and fast transition into outer zone number 2. A lot of angle and hits the wall a little bit, but he's still gaming. Very big angle into clip number 2, and into the last outer zone he goes. He really took hitting the wall too hard, dude.
Yeah, he was right. I did. It upset me. I took hitting the wall very much too hard after I did it, because pretty much they summed it up the best on the VDS stream. I was playing catch up with myself. After that first initial hit, I was like, okay, well, I've now made a mistake. I need to outdo myself on the rest of the track to make up for said mistake, and I probably should have just played it a bit calmer and maybe cleaned it up, and I probably would have been better set. So to walk you guys through this from my point of view as a driver, you know, we just done an amazing run. You know, let's go in, let's do this. You know, initiated, made it through the currents. Surprisingly, I usually hit these things. You know, it's just like, yeah, let's throw it to the wall. You know, a little bit of scraping about, I think it's like maybe right about her. Yeah, a little bit of scraping, tap that wall. But it was a cleaner run on the bank, in my opinion, than my original run. Threw it, and right about her is where, oh, hell broke loose. Tap, lost all angle, pretty much. And that's what's like, okay, I gotta play catch up. I'm a bit farther away, in my opinion, on that inside than before. And then do this wall, try to recreate what I did last time. I just kept tapping and rubbing the wall. I honestly should have played safe, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Learn from my mistakes if you're new to competitions. Sometimes it's better to just play it safe. You know, sometimes even if you make that mistake, if you can avoid making it worse, just play it safe and don't make it worse. You know, that would be one of my honest advices that I give to people. But I'm gonna bring up the side by side for you guys, so you guys can hear what the judges said about my runs, and plus so you guys can see side by sides. Because this one was a bit better. I managed to actually screen record pretty much what happened after the fact. So here you guys go. I'll bring up the side by sides real quick, and we'll take a look at these.
You're like you're sitting there like, oh my god, I know I messed up. I gotta get it back now. I gotta get it back now.
and then you hit it again. It's like,
oh, right. So definitely not improving. Was like looking really good. There were a few points where he had so much angle I thought he was gonna spill, but that's I see why he got that first score, as we do.
Because you guys didn't actually get to see this first score. So
77s.
there you guys go. Pretty much that was my scores. My first run was the 84. My second run was the 77.7. That put me in rank 1. Keep in mind, this is first day of quality. So that rank means shit. That rank means nothing, because all the best drivers, I swear to God, go on Friday. Reason why Friday's quality is always, I think, so long for VDS. So yeah, I was sitting comfortable at rank 1, but I knew that score of 84 was not gonna be enough. Like, I was praying and hoping that that score of 84 might just be enough to get me into top 32, to at least give me a shot to get a chance to battle some people, and sadly, it didn't work out that big. But I was very happy with myself to even just beat all the other drivers that went ahead of me for quali. I was very much happy with that, you know. Took it on the chin in the sense like, okay, you know, we did better this run than we did last run. Last run we ranked, I swear, the worst out of the day 1 qualifiers. You know, this time around, I don't think we got knocked out. I think we were still pretty much in bracket spots when the day ended, because I know I didn't hold the first spot all day, the highest rank all day, but I do know that I was still in top 32 by the end of the day, surprisingly. But hey, it just wasn't meant to be, you know. Could have been better, could have cleaned stuff up, you know. We'll go back to the side by side, you know. Pretty much, if I would have had the angle that I had in this run, like, just watch the angle that I hold and the line I take on this bottom run, or run 2 in the bank. You know, I'll be so when I'm not talking over the judges. But, you know, just focus on run 2. Look at how I run the bank. Look how much smoother and, you know, more consistent it is. I'm not wobbling minus that wall hit, stuff like that. You know, now look at run number 1. Now look at the one up in this corner. Look at run number 1. Keep on, the cameras don't move, the judges don't move, the cameras don't event. And just look how much more wobbly I kind of am to a certain extent, how I kind of move the car around the bank. Like right there, adding more angle, taking out angle, throwing a bit more angle to hit that zone. If I would have had this bank run, but with the rest of this run, I feel like that would have been the run that put me into top 32. Now again, that's speculation on my part. There are a lot of amazing drivers, and you know, me saying if that would have been better, a lot of other drivers could have had better runs as well, and they still not made it into top 32. But honestly, I feel like that would have been one of the more perfect runs for me. Had the bank run of my second run, but with the entire rest of my first run, because like this run was just smooth, you know, angle to the wall, hold the angle, and just run the rest of the course, you know. Yeah, mistakes are made, mistakes are gonna happen, you know. But that pretty much wrapped up my VDS season right there. I stayed out English time because I got super busy with my channel and my personal life. Missed, because I know it was a few runs, missed sign-ups for the wall, the course. I personally am not a big fan of Manami. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. So I was already planning on, me and actually a few other drivers were already planning on sitting out that event. So I'm thinking, you know, I know VDS is going to be live today. I'm going to sleep in because I'm not signing up for this event. I'm going to sleep in, you know, it's going to be Manami. We know that. They're probably going to finish off in Riga. So I could pretty much sit this one out. And that's when I woke up to spams from friends, from fellow drivers saying, why didn't you sign up? It's not Manami, it's the wall. And I'm sitting there like, just pretty much waking up like, huh? And I look in the VDS Discord, and that's where I noticed that, oh no, they changed the track on us. It's not Manami. We got Wall Stadium. And I'm like, shit, this is actually a track I actually low-key like. I missed that event. And then sadly, I had all intention to do Riga. Now, for those of you that are somewhat new to the channel, yo might not know that I also did switch cars and wanted to test next season's car, what was supposed to be next season's car. You'll find out why I say that in a second. But this was supposed to be next season's car, my BMW M4. It's 2J swapped right now, but it was stock engine when I was gonna do Riga. I had the car dialed in, set, ready to go since they said we could swap cars, and I wanted to test this car on the quali and VDS I against the other drivers. So like, you know what? Retire the Mustang, though the Mustang's always been my normal car. Let's bring a new car into the mix. The BMW kind of feels like the Mustang to a certain extent, in my opinion. With the way I drive it and the size of the car, somewhat is roughly the same. You know, it's a big car like the Mustang, so I kind of know where to put it, how to angle it and stuff like that to get it to do what I want. So I was ready, and then unfortunately, you know, I can't say unfortunately because, you know, for what happened, it kind of sounds bad to say unfortunately, but, you know, I can't say the worst time. Like, it's kind of a weird thing to say now after the fact, but my mother ended up in hospital So I ended up missing that day. Like the day of the sign-ups and everything, she ended up in the hospital and we had to actually rush her to the hospital. So I missed, final run of VDS, which would have been my final shot to run against some of the drivers in quali or even potentially in top 32, because I was feeling very confident in this car. But I saw some of the quali runs for Riga, and damn, some of the old drivers are absolutely insane. Like, I still don't get how some of you guys do it. But yeah, missed Riga, and that wrapped up, the VDS season that I could potentially take a part of. Next season, I'm trying to make sure everything's set for next season. We're getting a new computer by the beginning of next year, so I should be able to actually run the game a bit better and stuff like that, run it at a higher quality. But quality don't make a difference. I just want a new computer. I'm a content creator at the end of the day. We need a new computer so I can up the quality for you guys on stream. But it never really bothered me in VDS, but I'm hoping next season's a lot better. Now, before I wrap up this video, because this video is like 24 minutes long, like Jesus Christ, I've held you guys here for so long. I'm so sorry. But before we wrap up the video, I will show you guys why I said this might potentially be next season's car. Now, as much as I was dead set on making this next season's car, this is the reason I say potentially. I'll bring it up for you guys right now. And for those that don't know, spoilers are here. And that's all I'm gonna say. For those that don't know, if you don't know and you don't want spoilers for CarX's next update, leave the video now. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's why I might not be running the BMW next season. We are supposed to be getting the brand new Mustang RTR, and don't it look beautiful? Just look at it. Just look at it. I am so ready. I would totally run this car next season for VDS if we get it. Not if, we'll probably get it by next year, because next season ain't next year from my recollection. But I'm so ready. I totally cannot wait to get my hands on this car to see what it's capable of. And of course, looking pretty sitting next to the original RTR Spec 5 FD. A nice little beautiful car right here. But yeah, so we got a new Mustang in the game, guys. So like I said, spoilers for those that didn't want to be spoiled, but for those that stick, yeah, we got the new Mustang and a few other cars in the next CarX update. For those that don't know, I'm pretty sure some of y'all should know by now. I've kind of held off on doing this video because they spoiled it the day I was gonna record, and I didn't really want to be that guy. But yeah, we're supposed to be getting the Mustang next update, and I'm really looking forward to potentially using it next season. If the car feels good and has that grip level of the new cars, I honestly can see myself using the Mustang. And given I get enough seat time in it and I tune it to be competitive enough, I feel like we can potentially maybe crack to the top 32 once or twice. I'm not gonna over exaggerate my capabilities. I'm highly likely to make mistakes. I'm human at the end of the day. So maybe 1 or 2 top 32s. We'll see what happens. Maybe we might get lucky. Maybe we might not make none. But I'm so ready to get that car, Now I just gotta figure out, liveries, if we're gonna engine swap it and all those other great things. But we're not getting into that in this video. This was strictly meant to be a video talking about my time doing VDS. But guys, pretty much that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy. For those that had asked me questions about VDS, to answer some questions actually before I end, because I have forgotten to answer some of you guys' questions about VDS. VDS is PC only. I'm surprised that people don't know that just yet. VDS for the time being is PC only. We actually had West in my stream one day when the devs announced that console might be getting modded maps, and that's kind of that slip kind of hinted that it's not out of the realm of possibility that console could get VDS if there was to get modded maps. But I still don't think you guys will be put against PC players. I think you guys will get put into your own type of competition, because we have modded tires, engine swaps, different things like that. I don't feel like that'll be fair to you guys at the end of the day. But yeah, as it stands, VDS is for PC only. People ask me, how do I tune my cars for competition? Grip. Your grip level. Try and grip up your car. Make sure it can still slide, but grip up you guys' cars. You don't need a lot of horsepower, and I say this time and time again. And I'm pretty sure a lot of competitors in the competitive side of the community will back me on that. You don't need a lot of horsepower to have a fast car. You can run basically little to no horsepower and have a gripped up car and still be fast. Also, watch your torque level on some of you guys' cars, because your torque level on some of you guys' cars is what's holding you back. You got the horsepower level, but you got so much torque going through your car that all you're doing is spinning tires. So, you know, some of y'all that's got good tunes that you guys feel like you can make better, check that. You know, check if your torque level is too high or not. Especially for you Mustang drivers, I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. Do not run your torque high. Pretty much take your torque off and do what Kurt told me, and turn your turbo up. Take torque off, turn your turbo up, and you will feel the difference. And pretty much on the list of this, the last question I have is what are the requirements for VDS. I can actually bring that up for you real quick. I will try my best. Press say. Actually, I started Discord. That was real smart of me. Okay, let's bring up Discord real quick. See if we can find the VDS rulebook, so I could just bring it up on stream for you guys. I get access a lot. And sometimes some of the rules actually have changed since the last time. Some people that have asked me have actually competed. So here you guys go. This is pretty much the main rule that I know of that you really need to follow, and that's this one right here. Tire and related more restrictions. Pretty much it's your weights and stuff like that for your car. So different weights require different tire requirements and stuff like that. So for example, if your car weighs 900 kilograms to 1049 kilograms, you can run a 235mm tire on 17-inch rims. You know, and as it goes up, the rims get bigger, the tire widths and stuff get bigger, of course, to balance out the cars as best as they can. But for anyone that wants more information on the rulebook and stuff like that, it's in VDS's official Discord right here. Just come to competition info, scroll up, and it will be right here. That's the season 4 rulebook. I'm pretty sure they'll put out a new one for season 5. But if you just want to get into tuning cars, seeing how they'll feel for VDS, join VDS's official Discord, as well as all the tracks will be here, the map modes and stuff like that is also in here. Join the official Discord and, you know, learn, you know, ask questions, do different things like that, learn. A lot of these are really, really friendly. You know, huge shout out to the ZML team, Patty and everybody. Patty does the tires and stuff. From my knowledge, Patty is the one that does the tires for VDS and stuff like that. And just huge shout out to the entire, you know, VDS team, Techno Viking and everybody. Amazing guys. They've put together an amazing competition, like I said, and honestly, I can't wait for next season. I am totally pumped. I am ready. You know, like I said, a bit more seat time, getting more used to the maps. I will be drifting more the maps more on my channels and stuff like that. So it's looking like it might be a fun season. But guys, that's gonna be it for me. I've had you guys for like 32 something minutes so far. So until the next video, guys, which will probably be a tuning video a lot shorter. Don't worry. I'm sorry, guys. But until the next stream, guys, stay safe, stay savage. Huge shout out to the developers of VDS, and I will catch all you amazing people in the next one. Alright guys, so until the next one, enjoy, and if this helps you, be sure to drop a like and subscribe.